Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Milo's Mods. Today, we are going to be replacing this part in this caliburn here. I disassembled this caliburn already. I prepped the part. I did that last night. Very easy to do. So now, let's get to it and I'll show you how to do it. Step one, that's the back. That's the catch. Let's start by doing that. Then, what you do is I have to stand up for this. This is the U channel. Start by putting the U channel in on one side only. So that way it kind of gives it some rigidity. That way you can hold it. Put it down here like this. Grab two screws. That's the one good thing about Captain Smart, ladies and gentlemen, is that his parts are all open source. You could go to a local hardware store and pick up the screws. So you sit here, put one screw in here. Trick is, line everything up. But once you get one screw in on each side, it's cake, I promise you. One screw in. I suggest if you ever have to repair your caliburn for any reason, or if you're adding upgrades to it and you need extra parts, what you do is you take some of the parts that you have, take them down to a local mom and pop hardware store, you hand them the parts, you say, here, can I match these up? They'll walk over there, they'll match them up for you, and you won't spend a lot of money. Like, I bought a whole bunch of excess screws and nuts and bolts for my caliburn just to have on hand. Cost me less than $2. Now if this one's lined up, what you do, you put the other U channel in like this. And see, now it's a little bit more rigid. That's what you want, because that's what a U channel is designed for. The U channel is designed so that way it makes the caliburn stronger, because normally caliburns flex, and they flex a lot when you shoot one. That's why this piece here that I'm replacing is the most fragile piece in the whole caliber. I'll explain to you why after I install it. Screws here and here.
Are we going to do a firing demo?
And afterwards we will do a small firing demo. do while you're assembling this piece is that you have to line up all your screw holes, everything. And behind these screws, there's actually little nuts, which are exactly like that. They're locked in too by screws, but there's a way around that. Because all you're doing is just locking them in, so that way they won't turn in the hole, so to speak. So at my job, we have a product that we use, and because I'm a mechanic by trade, what we do is that with this product,
you have to slide in the front, then go down all the way. It's gonna be the hard part.
and that goes in there like that. See that? It's starting to look like a blaster now, right? Now, just plunge your tube. Plunge your tube blocks in like that. Spring in like so. Put the spring on the post. Now, this guy is very nice and lubed up. You always want to lube your caliburn before you put it back together. You can use super lube. That's what I use. This was super lube was recommended to me by Captain Slug. There's the plunger head. Then this is the interesting part now. Now, at this point, here, now you see how it's starting to drop down? Now at this point, I need my assistant. I'm going to lock this down into place. I'm going to hold it down. My son is going to come over. He's going to attach the screw here, the screw here, the screw here, and the screw here. I have to hold pressure on this because this is a 26 kilogram spring. Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Keep going on. That's enough.
And you do not want these screws too tight either.
Right. You want them just enough to start them. And then you can tighten them down later, snug them down later.
Okay.
The whole time you have to keep pressure on this because if you don't, the spring will come back and it will bite you. And if it bites you, it's going to hurt, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. It's happened many times here. So much so that in the beginning I put my spring on a leash, is what it was called. Now, see how it's all tightened down? I take these, I slowly back them out one at a time. or I tighten them down the rest of the way. You do not want to crack the plastic when you're doing this, ladies and gentlemen. Milo! Milo! Yeah? Come here, quit sucking pressing. Sorry, my camera guy was being stupid. He decided that he thought he was going to get the Troll Preston styles. Well, you know what? He can troll them later. I'll let him even. I'll help him even. But this is the matter that's at hand.
It's putting this caliburn back together. And I love to troll people too. But we're not going to talk about trolling people now. We're going to get down to the business of putting back this caliburn back apart. Now it's looking like a blaster.
Now it's lined up.
And we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. But we still have to.
This screw here puts the front mag on. Front mag well. Yes, it's a very long screw. Takes a while to go down.
But when it goes down,
You'll know it. And sometimes what you do is, I did this a little differently this time. Yeah, I took a little bit of pressure off it so that way it would go back together nicer. And then I can always tighten up that other side, which I will do here. Now, when you put this piece together, this piece only comes as a solid black piece. This is the piece that we're replacing. When you dry fire a caliburn, you will crack this piece and break it. That has happened. That's why this piece is getting replaced. This is the second piece that I've had to put in as caliburn. The original one that came from Captain Slug was actually damaged in shipping. He took care of it. I put that piece in. But it got dry fired. And when you dry fire a blaster like this with very high FPS, because this blaster goes over 200 with standard length darts, you will crack it because it's 3D printed parts.
let me just move this out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. And we've been here for about 14 minutes, so we're doing good time. Sometimes it takes about 20 minutes or less.
A little bit longer than that. Usually it takes about a half an hour.
For your first time. But
this is only my second time doing this.
And we're already at 14 minutes and 42 seconds.
I understand that. Being a timekeeper, nobody likes the time to go for.
Why? A timekeeper looks pretty good. If you think about it. But that's in my opinion. What is this? We still do. Maybe next time we'll do like a live stream or something. And we'll have like music or something on.
It's not working out so well on this piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart a little more. And I'm going to put it here at the hole.
We're not having a good day, ladies and gentlemen, with this part. Part absolutely hates us right now. When we want to help, it's refusing to help us. We'll figure out a way here and have my own mods. We always do. And yes, we have a tactical cat. Well, he's removing a piece. I have no idea why, but might be here for a half hour.
No.
Oh, you know, Dad. The one screw. Oh, there we go.
No, at points, ladies and gentlemen, I really do wish I had an autonomous cameraman.
Or like a GoPro or something.
No, just one that would shut up every now and then.
I do shut up though. can't wait to upload this to YouTube.
Yeah, come on. Now, set the mag back thoroughly tight. When you put your caliburn back together, ladies and gentlemen, it's always good to make sure that you put the screw here, because the reason being there's a little pin about that long that holds that mag release together. This screw protects it so that way it doesn't fall out when you're
In battle or something like that.
when you're in a Nerf battle. So,
And we might get to shoot kids. And we've scarred this barrel so that way
this is a scar attachment.
it's more accurate than a normal caliber. Which
Because when you get a normal caliber knife coming out of the box, it's wildly inaccurate. I won't lie to you.
minimum you might get 217 was our highest, I think it was.
Well, speed has nothing to do with accuracy.
Mm.
Okay? People need to understand that. What accuracy is that accuracy helps you with one thing.
Preciseness. As in you can hit your target.
And there you go. What you do is you put this thing together a little bit more. Insert it. That way you'll know to lock in there. That way you can tighten down all your other screws. Like the prime bar. This is most important of all. Because if not, you can't prime this blaster. And if you can't prime this blaster, you can't spring powered. So you line up the priming bar.